Welcome back to Bricks at War. Today we're going to take a look at the largest Lego kit I own, the Brickmania LCAC. The U.S. Navy's LCAC, or Landing Craft Air Cushion. This is the U.S. Navy's primary way to move equipment and men to the beach from a U.S. assault ship. It's capable of carrying 60 short tons of equipment at over 40 knots with a 200 nautical mile distance. This particular kit was built by Brickmania, and Dan Siska did a great job of designing and building this kit. He used many different Lego techniques to achieve the shape and design of the LCAC. When he first announced that he was going to do this particular model, I was really curious to find out how he would planned on doing the inflatable skirting. The inflatable skirting is actually created completely by brick and has a separation point along the edge where you can remove part of the brick, which we will show you later, to put it in its uninflatable mode. Both of the front and rear ramps do move downward and upward, so you can load your equipment. And the fans of the turbos in the back do rotate. The directional fans on the top here also move to help position the ship while traveling to the beach. Now, as you can see, the ramp simply folds down, and we are in the inflated mode of the ship, so the ramp will not touch the ground at this particular point. When the uninflated mode is put into effect, the ramp will reach all the way to the ground. But I think you'll get the idea of what it can do here, as it does have also closing and opening doors on the sides or in the inside for crew members to get out. And crew members would typically not travel outside the enclosed fixtures or the enclosed buildings while the craft is moving, as they can be blown completely off the ship based on the airflow and the suction being created by the fans in the rear. The vehicle will simply just roll off the ship and onto the beach. There are two pilot's positions. There's a pilot position on this side, and as you can see, the tops come off so you can put the minifigs inside. In this particular case, I knocked off one of our safety components. And then there's also a pilot position on this side, and this piece comes off as well, where you can get a minifig in. A little tougher to get that particular one in, but it still works. Lots of great detail on this. It comes with a series of stickers as well as printed tiles, as you can see here on the side. Now, I did get this particular set during COVID lockdown, just as we went into lockdown, and it was a great time to have a kit like this, as there wasn't a whole lot to do, and you couldn't exactly go down to your favorite Lego store and pick up any new kits as we were on lockdown. At least UPS was still delivering. So here's a view of the craft with all the equipment unloaded. Give you an idea of how much room there is on there and all the detail inside. Once again, it had some printed tiles as well as some stickers, and they both came out looking great. Over here, lots of great detail. It does have two 240 or M240 machine guns. Traditionally, they don't leave those mounted on there, as they would get damaged during transport. So typically, if they needed them for an unsafe landing zone, they would come out and mount those, and they would be gunned or manned by personnel on the ship in case they needed to lay down some fire as they unloaded. So I'm not a huge fan of these larger kits. Obviously, there's a substantial cost to purchasing one of these, but the other problem is actual storage or getting usage out of them. This is a pretty good size set. I did build a custom storage box for it, and that's where I traditionally keep it when it's not in use. Obviously, there's quite a few other large kits out there right now available. The instructions are available, like C-17s, C-130. There's a B-1 bomber. I believe that you can get the instructions on Rebrickable. Brick Veterans sells a copy of Codio Cell's B-2 bomber. All great looking sets, but when you get up to a size like this, you end up using a lot of your available real estate to use it or store it. So I'm not a huge fan, but I do really like the fact that I did get this one. I did build the sister ship of it for a while. I took it apart recently because I needed the space, but this is a great looking set. Let's go ahead and flip it over now, and I'll show you what it's like to get the uninflatable version of the craft so that you get an idea what it looks like when it's sitting a little bit lower. So let's take a look at the uninflated cushion setup. So the cushion is all made of brick, and what they did was made a separation component in the cushion line itself. The bottom section and the top section are pinned together using Techniques pins. So it gives it that uninflated appearance, so it sits a little bit lower to the ground like it would if it was just being stored in the well deck of a ship and not in use. The ramps, if you want to move them down, you simply have to remove the section for which you want to operate from. And if you wanted to do that to the front, in this particular case, it's just sitting there. I don't have it attached. For some reason, my ramp keeps coming undone. I'll have to figure out why that is, but it gives the ability for equipment to come off the ship. So once again, let's take a look at the separation of the cushion area, kind of get you a better idea of how this works. So this is the upper section of the cushion along the front, and this is the lower section. So as you can see, it's got Technique pins here, here, and here, and they coincide with Technique's bricks there with the axles. So it's easy to align. You could also do this with Techniques pins, which is what I did when I built a second one based off the instructions. So they simply just attach together and you've got a full section. And then these sections actually attach to the siding of the remainder of the undercarriage. Wanted to take another quick look at the crew. It does come with a crew of 5. Those are the 5 guys in the back. But I also was able to purchase an additional 4 crew members, not necessarily crew members per se, but their unloading team for the Navy. And these are custom minifigs. They were designed and manufactured. Well, I don't know if he made them. I think he outsourced them. But Hicks Bricks, he was able to get these minifigs custom made. They're the unloading team. They've got the orange vest on them so that they're recognized for safety. And I was able to purchase 4 of those from him some time ago, and I really appreciate him giving me that opportunity. These guys always look good when I'm unloading equipment. They look like they're official, and they are where they need to be. Thanks for joining us at Bricks at War today. We sure hope you enjoyed the tour of my Brickmania LCAC. She's a beast. She's a great looking set though. Lots of great detail in it. I really enjoyed building this one, especially since we were in COVID lockdown and there was like nothing to do. But she's great looking. I hope you enjoyed it. And we hope to see you again back here for more videos in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day.